What's going on, guys? It's Jimmy here. Welcome to our daily show where we discuss everything going on here in our country that you need to know about here on a daily basis. We got some major news here for you guys. Vladimir Putin, Russia's president, had an assassination attempt on his life. We'll go over the details on that. Also, we got some more checks being announced here for millions of Americans. We got a lot of different things going on here, and I'll give you the details of that all here in this video. Let's jump right in. And if you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel, make sure to click the subscribe button down below and the bell icon so you don't miss out on new videos. I will keep you up to date here with everything going on here in our country on a daily basis. All right, let's go. Yeah, so as you can see here, multiple different reports here. Putin's limo attacked in assassination attempt amid Ukraine war. And I got multiple different reports here. Russian President Vladimir Putin survives assassination attempt, according to a new report. This comes a week after a group of politicians in Russia demanded Vladimir Putin's resignation, citing Russia's military losses in Ukraine. Wow. Let me know your thoughts here on this. Here's the details. Russian President Vladimir Putin's limousine was attacked in an alleged assassination attempt amid Moscow's raging war against Ukraine, a report said. According to a report by the General SVR, a Russian telegram channel, Putin's limousine was allegedly hit by a, quote, loud bang from the left front wheel, followed by heavy smoke. But he was unharmed as the vehicle drove to safety. The channel said that the president was returning to his office residence in a decoy or backup motorcade amid deep security fears. The motorcade comprised of 5 armored cars, with Putin in the third, it said, without mentioning the date of the incident. The Russian leader's car, quote, despite the problems with control, made its way out of the attack scene to reach the safety of the residence. Without providing details, General SVR said more information on the supposed attack were classified. The head of the president's bodyguard service and several other people have been suspended and are in custody. A narrow circle of people knew about the movement of the president in this cortege, and all of them were from the Presidential Security Service. So could this have been an inside job? After the incident, 3 of them disappeared. These were exactly the people who were in the first car of the motorcade. And now their fate is currently unknown. The car of which they were traveling was found empty a few kilometers from the incident. This comes as the Ukrainians and President Zelensky, they have taken back over 6,000 square kilometers here in the past several days of territory back from the Russians. And this has pretty much been confirmed here from multiple different news outlets here across the world. Ukrainian troops have made major gains in the country's northeast this month in counteroffensives against the Russians. But as you can see here, Russian state TV tells Putin to finalize plans for a nuclear strike on NATO. Yeah, so this is the kind of stuff that is going on Russian state TV. This is right here from Newsweek. This is major headlines here. So this is the kind of stuff that like literally is lurking around at any given possibility here. This is major headlines here, guys. This isn't stuff that's just like being made up here. This is stuff that they're showing on their TV stations and is on major publications around the world here. This is real stuff. A Russian state TV commentator, this is on Russian state TV. Remember, their TV is very controlled. On Thursday, called Russian President Vladimir Putin to form a plan for a nuclear attack against NATO, which is really kind of insane. NATO's 30 countries, including the United States, which many of us, of course, the United States and many other countries in NATO, all have nuclear bombs and warheads as well. I mean, Russia's being pushed out of just Ukraine alone. Do they really want to start a nuclear war against 30 other countries? Like, what would the outcome be? Like, would that be a good, do they think that would be a good outcome? They can't even overtake Ukraine. I mean, they're surely not like, they surely haven't won the war in Ukraine and fully occupied Ukraine. I mean, they surely haven't claimed a victory and totally occupied Ukraine and won the war. If anything, Ukraine's taking back now thousands of miles, and it's been a long haul, brutal, months long thing here. If they attacked a single NATO country, it would be a declaration of war against the United States and all 30 NATO countries. So if they're having a hard time with just Ukraine, imagine if it was Ukraine and then a war against 30 other countries, including the United States. Because the second they attack one NATO country, it would be a declaration of war against all NATO countries instantly. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. It's an absolute certainty. It's in the NATO contract and treaties. Let alone a nuclear war. Nobody wins with a nuclear war. A nuclear exchange would be absolutely terrible for the planet. It would not be a good thing for anybody. It's not something we ever want to see happen again. Meanwhile, this other major story here, did you hear about these? Well, we covered this here a few videos ago here about how these migrants are now being flown from Florida. We know that the Texas governor has been busing migrants out of Florida and that they've already spent over $12 million here as of August 31st to bus all these migrants out of Texas. Well, now apparently it's up to more than 14 million, according to KXAN Texas, and that was just as of September 7th. So the millions of dollars are really starting to add up of taxpayer money. And also, you can see the headline here, Biden's stimulus money may have helped pay for Ron DeSantis' political stunt flying migrants to Martha's Vineyard, as now the Florida governor is paying for chartered flights where they rent the whole plane to send migrants to Martha's Vineyard. It's either stimulus money or taxpayers' money. And the migrants are saying that they were flown to Martha's Vineyard by the Florida governor, say that they were misled. And they're saying that they were told they were going to Boston and that they could quickly find work there. The problem with Martha's Vineyard, if you've ever been there, it's there's not work in there really in the winter. I've been there. There's work maybe there in the summer, but in the there's it's a lot of touristy place. It's a small little island, and in the winter there's not really probably work to be found. And they're saying that they were misled, as you can see here. So now there's a lot of questions coming out about this. The Washington Post reported that Florida may have used the interest accrued on the $8.8 billion it has received from the federal government under the stimulus to pay for a pair of flights that dropped off around 50 Venezuelan migrants to Martha's Vineyard, Massachusetts. By the way, this $8.8 billion in stimulus money that Florida has received, they've basically used almost none of it. Very, very little of it have they used. They surely haven't used 8.8 billion of it. They did just announce here I covered this in the previous video, that DeSantis cuts another round of $1,000 checks to Florida's first responders. This is 100,000 people getting $1,000 checks. So by my math, that's about $100 million. But remember that they got $8.8 billion. So 100 million is literally a drop in the bucket. So what they're doing with all that money, that's like they kind of said here, that's like the interest on the 8.8 billion that they're using. So basically the 8.8 billion is like all there. They just kind of spent the interest that they used to give out those stimulus checks to the first responders. If you kind of know interest and math and stuff, that all they did was send out the interest. The group of migrants that were relocated from Texas, and I think that they mean Florida there, and were reportedly told they were headed to Boston to find work and housing, were arrived in Martha's Vineyard, a wealthy enclave where former President Barack Obama has a home. The local community banded together to provide migrants with housing and food. The stunt from DeSantis sparked outrage from immigrant advocates and Democrats who called it a cruel political stunt that amounted to human trafficking. Wow, you can let me know your thoughts here in the comments. Earlier this year, the Florida legislature designated $12 million to transport unauthorized immigrants to so-called sanctuary jurisdictions, often in liberal cities. It remains unclear whether the funds were drawn from stimulus law or if they're just using taxpayer money of $12 million of taxpayers' money to spend this $12 million. You can let me know your thoughts here in the comments. Thankfully, we have more and more states helping out people. I mentioned the Florida checks that are going out to 100,000 people, first responders. Details on the New Jersey property tax rebates coming soon here as well. Here's the details on this. There's at least 32 states that are sending out state stimulus checks, property tax rebate checks, lowering their taxes, or checks for first responders. That's the second time that Florida has sent out checks to first responders, 100,000 people there. Thousands of residents can expect to see applications from Governor Phil Murphy's anchor tax program arriving in their mail soon. The State Department of the Treasury announced Monday that applications instructions were mailed to eligible homeowners and residents on how to file for the new Affordable New Jersey Communities for Homeowners and Renters Anchor program. Say that 10 times fast. Now note that this is for homeowners and renters, so it covers like, I don't know, almost everybody or a lot of people, right? Either you're a homeowner or a renter, that's a lot of people. In order to be eligible, homeowners and renters must have occupied their primary residence on October 1st, 2019 and filed state income taxes. There are 3 qualification brackets. More than 870,000 homeowners with incomes up to $150,000 will receive $1,500 in relief. Wow, that's a good amount. $1,500. I mean, that's more than the stimulus checks. Actually, all of them. We had $1,200, $600, and $1,400. So this is up to $1,500. Yeah, so that's really, really good there. And if you earn higher income brackets, I guess you'll receive a slightly lower amount, but obviously there's not going to be many people in those brackets. So you can get up to $1,500 in relief. The payments won't be subject to federal or state taxes and will be issued as checks or direct deposit. So that's good. But they are expected to be sent next year. So I'll keep you up to date on that. But they're going to be sending these out, the forms to do these. So again, you still want to do the form because again, maybe they'll speed these up, but you still want to get the money. It's better to get the money than not, right? He said that the checks will deliver real tangible property tax relief to both homeowners and renters as well, a historic step towards making New Jersey a more affordable state. This updated version is expected to provide checks totaling $2 billion each year in relief to homeowners and renters. So that's really good because this could happen each and every year. So imagine if you get up to $1,500 every year. And it looks like for renters with incomes up to 150,000 will receive $450 to help offset rent increases. So that's good as well. I also covered several more states here in the video here right before this. I'll link you to that here as well. Make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel down below. If you haven't yet, it's completely free to do so. Just click the subscribe button, then the bell icon so you get notifications when we go live here with new videos. I will keep you up to date here with everything going on here. New videos come out here every day at 10 a.m., 3 p.m., and 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Here is that video I just covered here, the previous video with multiple different states here covered as well. And here is my newest video on $2,400 Social Security raises. So click on one of those videos next. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next video.